Hello again. This is part 3. I just got a text from somebody that I've been sharing research and information with, and let me see. No, that's not him. Doggone it. He has some websites. I'm going to read them to you slow. This is all capital letters. DeepStateCriminals.com. All capital letters. KeepTheTruthFlowing.com. And he had StopTheGlobalist.com, ReptilianInvasion.com, ReptilianPlanet.com, but he couldn't afford to keep them. So I'm just telling you, DeepStateCriminals.com, all capital letters is the way he's texted to me, and KeepTheTruthFlowing.com. And he's posting a lot of information on there. His name is Tim Slazik, S-L-A-Z-I-C, and he is heavily targeted. His family's turned on him just like mine has turned on me. 5 sisters, and none of them will listen to anything I say. They're afraid. They're afraid of John Law. You know, folks, I used to be. I used to get nervous, or I used to shake and tremble. But anyway, new topic, new subject. Can you consider how the mass fish die-offs, birds falling from the sky, honeybees being killed by the harp's frequencies, disoriented, they lose their way, they can't get home, then exposure and predators kill them, then the queen and the workers get hungry and they leave the nest, and the same thing happens to them. And the honeybees are, folks, the Catholics used to really make a big deal out of the honeybees. I mean, honeybees is like having to do with God and stuff. And I know that they pollinate food. They're an important species. And our government uses frequencies to kill so much life. And all life should be important. All life. Can you consider how the mass fish die-offs can be from military millimeter waves of 60G? 5G is capable of producing it if they crank it up, but they already got and are using 60G. They got the Gwen towers. They got everything. Folks, they run frequencies through the water. It drives fish to the beach. It kills them. They use the harp to send down electrical and fire, lasers and tornadoes, and they burn and electrify the fish in their habitat. Whales beach themselves, or other water mammals and fish do the same thing. They have proved that their direct energy weapons work on animals and works on people. Just consider that. And the Navy is the biggest killers of men and animal life that there is. And we're working with the water. These are frequencies being run through the water. And the Navy controls most of the Earth's water. There's 25, 30, 40% of the water of the Earth within the circling southern wall of ice that encompasses our 5 or 6 continents in the middle. And the Navy controls all that water. Yet they'll blow you up, sink your ship at sea, you'll never be heard from again. And you know what happened? There won't be any answers, and won't nobody be able to go looking for you either. But there's close to 40% of the water and land surface that we know as our continents in that ice wall that we cannot go to. We can't get around it. The militaries of various countries will kill us. If you can take this in, then consider just a little bit further what sort of men and women that lack human emotion in consciousness can kill and harm the Earth's life species as the military corporate industrial complex does, and the civilians who work for and work with those. And the work is actually the murder and mass conspiracy to commit more mass murder under the pretense of war, to keep you secure and to keep you safe from other people who live in other lands and have homes, they have families, they have pets, they have jobs, they have grocery stores, they have markets. And the biggest difference between these other peoples and these other lands that are being invaded by our armies is these other peoples and those people of America have one big difference, and that is they don't have an army, they don't have a navy, they don't have an air force, they don't have government agencies that conspire to rob the weak and kill those for any reason, even sport. And if any country besides Russia or China has anything like an army, navy, or Indian chief, then their entire defense system, other than Russia or China, is too weak and too small to be of any threat to the United States people. And also, their entire defense system of their own yard, their own country, their own land, is absolutely defenseless if it's invaded by the U.S. corporate military industrial complex and all of their technology. And America has started over 180 wars. And it's for your safety, it's for your welfare, it's for your protection, it's for your security. And you go along with it. For the United States, Rome, it's world domination and kill everything for sport. And where the fuck is your mind in all of this that I just now fucking said? Where is your mind? That so few are mistreating so much and so many for your security. Why do you have diseases? Why do they have all this technology and every fucking thing is dying? It is the species of man that causes other species to go extinct, and it's the inhumane actions of the military-industrial complex that drives this whole show. The military has no bounds and has no respect for life, and it is bad, far beyond the comprehension of your uneducated and ignorant minds. And the people are so stupid because they have been trained to be stupid, and they are been trained to love and to honor those who destroy the earth and kill all of this life and wear uniforms. And you're schooled and trained to love them, support them, call them heroes. They make movies about them. Just like General Dempsey. He got up there and said, we ruined their food sources. We ruined their water systems. We ruined all of their habitat. They'll be decades trying to recover. Isn't the American military great? And these fucking people didn't even have a fucking army. But they had something the United States and the United Nations wanted, so they invaded their country. They had something that Rome wanted to call its own. Some very serious things need to be done about this before this earth is laid bare of all of its fruits. And what are you thinking about this? Are you still watching this? You still listening? Are you following me? Are you lost? Stop the video, go back a minute or two. Pick yourself up. The only way to stop these killers of life is to exterminate all of those who destroy and kill for sport and for profit. And those that work for them too, folks. Those that work for them too. Consider the doctors and the scientists who cover the deeds of the government and the military. They lie to us all that the dead life is from and is caused by anything other than military weapons. They insult humanity in their pretense to care and to seek answers for you when they are sworn to secrecy and know full well what causes birds to fall, fish to beach themselves, and people to die and get sick before old age. And y'all run right out and you buy their coffee, you buy their bullets. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, any of you motherfuckers that come near me, I'll have a stick or a rock, or I'll have something else. Don't fuck with me. You better snipe me or use one of your goddamn drones on me, because the people in this country that allows these drones to fly around over top of your head, that is military. Those drones are for spying, for military, for murder. You people allow them drones to fly around. You people with hunting rifles, don't you think them goddamn drones can't be reached? I know some, I don't know them personally, but I know of somebody that's done plunked a couple of them. Study how they work. Study where their engine room is. You get the right FMJs or get your own and load your own. You can bring them bitches down, man. You fucking hunters that can kill a deer at 500, 600 yards, they ain't no further away than that. Military weapons create starvation, drought, disease, and death. I'll die before I praise even one member of that cult, that dishonorable organization, mafia cult of reptilian worship. They honor and serve the reptilian, the insignias of their medals, their uniforms, their weapons. They got snakes and lizards and dragons and all kinds of crap on them. The medical got snakes. I mean, you folks just can't pick it up, can you? There's no Satan. There's no devil. There's a fucking reptilian that people used to worship who could do things, who created us, and men are still bowing to it. We've earned a place. We've earned our place in the environment of the earth. We need to be left the fuck alone. This goddamn military all over top of the civilians and raping and pillaging and invading other countries, that shit needs to fucking stop. And Trump is a Swiss Nazi. He may not be all bad, but he put 5G in across the United States, folks, and you can't get no fucking worse than that. If y'all knew about 5G, part of what I know, you would very much dislike Trump for having anything to do with 5G. And this Fauci, he's a Swiss Nazi, but he's just a different Swiss Nazi from Trump. He's a liar, a deceiver, a mass murderer, like Bill Gates, like the Rockefeller, like all of them rich bastards. The Rockefellers took over the whole entire pharmaceutical industry in the early 1900s, got rid of all the cures, and they only now, all you can get is treatments to keep the money going. Coming back with part 4.